So there are rumors going out right now. That General Ross, of course, he used to be played by William Hurt, is going to be recasted, and now this has sparked a debate all online. Of course, we know T'Challa, who was played by Chadwick Boseman, he got recast, or he didn't get recasted. Instead, what they're going to do in the movie is they're going to honor his death by having the mantle be given to somebody else, and T'Challa in the canon MCU has passed away. I'm assuming off screen, because from what we've been told from the people involved in this project is they keep saying this over and over. They keep saying that they don't want to CGI Chadwick, they don't want to do anything. I do wonder what they're going to say. Like, what does he pass away from? It's unfortunate that these events happen. You never want to see anyone pass away, but this has sparked a huge debate. Why is General Ross being recasted while T'Challa wasn't recasted? Now, you guys know my perspective. I'm excited for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I'm looking forward to it. It seems like the other actors and actresses are getting more, screen time. Of course, M'Baku is badass. I want to see more of him. Angela Bassett, I cannot wait to see her, especially with that movable speech in the trailers. Letitia Wright's going to get more of a spotlight as Shuri. We're going to see Nakia get a lot more, from Lupita Nyong'o, and I'm excited for it all. However, what made the first Black Panther really, really special was the great performance from Chadwick on a great character known as T'Challa. And to me, I feel like ending off T'Challa's story has always felt very empty. I feel like, just looking story-wise as to what T'Challa's story is. You get it introduced in Civil War. He gets his own movie. He finally begins becoming king, and he does a major thing by opening up the gates of Wakanda. Infinity War, he opens the gates so that they could fight Thanos and the Outriders. He passes away. He comes back, fights back in Endgame, and then passes away again. This time, 1000%. And I always found it confusing that in the trailers they're making out this big deal. I mean, I understand at the end of the day they are honoring Chadwick. Chadwick was a phenomenal actor, and he deserves all the love in the world. And this movie, I think either way, is going to honor his legacy. However, I just felt like it would have been far more honoring if they had said, "Don't you worry, Chadwick, we'll take it from here." Because we see this constantly. When there's different Spider-Men, we get a different actor. When there's different Batman, we get different actors. Same thing with Superman, same thing with almost anyone. And right now, Marvel, the same studio, has decided they're going to recast General Ross. Now, by the way, even though I am in the pro that they should have recasted T'Challa, I'm fine with it. The trailers look great. I'm looking forward to this movie. And I think it's going to be an emotional movie. And I think it's going to be a fantastic movie with or without Chadwick. I just believe that the character T'Challa still had a lot more story to go through. Because remember, the reason why people fell in love with that movie was because of the character T'Challa. People loved T'Challa. People loved the story about him becoming king. And to just, unfortunately, end his journey in the MCU like this is devastating. We don't want a character and I know this is unfortunate. Either way, Marvel was in a tough position. They were going to upset a group of people regardless of what happened. But now we get here. Now the big difference is Chadwick, or not Chadwick, T'Challa is this major character. He was a very important character. But General Ross was also pretty important in the MCU. He was an Incredible Hulk, Black Widow, Infinity War, Civil War. And it seemed like they were eventually going with the Red Hulk storyline, especially with how he was treated in Black Widow. They said he was kind of sick. I believe he was coughing up blood. I don't remember. Or he had something. And of course, if you're familiar with that, you know that eventually then takes him to becoming Red Hulk. And of course, the Thunderbolts movie is coming up soon. However, an actor passed away. That's something they're similar. But they're recasting. Now, here's my theory. I already see a lot of people saying, "Oh, Kevin Feige is evil. Why would Kevin Feige forcefully make them continue this movie without T'Challa?" I don't think that really was the case. Now, again, I don't have sources. I don't have scoops. I ain't got nothing. But if I'm going to make a big theory, here's my theory. I don't think Kevin went in there saying that. I think they had a board meeting and, remember, they already had a script. But I think they went in there and they're like, fuck, either way, we're screwed. If we recast T'Challa, people are going to be like, oh no, they're dishonoring Chadwick Boseman. If we recast, people are going to say, no, you should continue T'Challa's story, which that is the timeline we're in. Right? Marvel was left in a difficult position. But I think what made it most difficult, and again, this is just a theory, What made it far more difficult was, I believe, since Ryan Coogler was really close to T'Challa, I believe he felt icky in having to recast. I feel that's just my theory. I feel like I feel like in his mind he just wanted to honor T'Challa, because we have to remember, when they were thinking about recasting, when they were filming this movie, this happened at the midst of all of it. This happened almost out of nowhere. And I think because of how emotional Ryan Coogler was, the people involved in this, of course, we all know. I mean, if you've ever done a movie, you know you get pretty close to your actors, whether it's in a good or bad way. From what it seems, Chadwick was this great guy on set and off set. He was always a great guy, and everyone got close to him, including Ryan Coogler. And my theory is that Ryan Coogler got close, and he just didn't want to recast. And he told him, hey, look, how about we do a movie honoring his legacy? And I think Kevin may have been like, you know what? That's the best idea. I think that's genuinely what happened. Because no matter what, if they had recasted T'Challa, everyone's going to be like, oh, Chadwick's better, honor Chadwick. That's what would have happened. And it would have been hard for that T'Challa actor. Even though I still believe that they should have recasted, I 1000% understand why Ryan Coogler, why Kevin Feige, why all of them were like, you know what? Let's honor Chadwick. Let's honor him. Let's change the mantle. Let's make this a movie about Wakanda. While I still disagree, I think that was the motivation behind it. I think that's what happened. Ryan Coogler wanted to honor Chadwick. He just felt icky. He didn't want to change his character that was meant for his friend. I genuinely think that's what happened. With General Ross, however, there hasn't been one consistent director. Remember, General Ross's role is not that big. It's a pretty minor character, to be honest, that we haven't seen too much. At most, the longest length we've seen him in is probably Incredible Hulk. Or actually, it is Incredible Hulk. But he wasn't like this major character. And I feel like since the Thunderbolts is going to have a different director from all these other movies, I feel like they're like, hey, we still want to adapt the Red Hulk storyline. So while I see people being like, whoa, why'd you do Chadwick? Why are you not recasting Chadwick, but you're recasting William? I think the clear difference is Ryan Coogler may have just gone to Ken Feige's offices and been like, hey, I want to do this movie, but I do not want to recast T'Challa. While with William, I don't think there's any debate. I think it's just the directors are like, well, if you want us to continue with Red Hulk, I guess we got to recast. But this is still such a difficult presence that Marvel has set up. What leads to us, when an actor passes away, should that role just not be given anymore? No. And this is the dangerous thing Marvel has done, not just for Marvel, but for any movie company going further. If Tom Hardy passes away tomorrow, are they still going to do a Venom movie, or are they just going to have the symbiote go to the love interest, She-Venom? Are they going to do that? If Jared Leto passes away, are they going to get, I don't know, Matt Smith to come back and have him be the Morbius of that universe? No. Because now, what do you do now? And yes, I know the difference is T'Challa is culturally a very popular character. Black Panther came out and changed pop culture for at least a while. It made $1 billion. I know there's different levels, but it's still the same situation. An actor passes away, their story was incomplete. What do we now do? Do we pick up the pieces and continue with the story, or do we just change it entirely and move forward? You put yourself in this difficult position, and this is the thing that really annoyed me. And I said this, if you go watch some of my earlier videos, you'll see that that's what I kept saying. I kept saying, Kevin Feige, if you do this now, if any other actor passes away, you're going to have to keep recasting, and this is going to make it harder. Because the unfortunate truth of the world is people are going to pass away regardless. I will die one day, you will die one day, and it's unfortunate that Chadwick Boseman passed away. He was young, he was a talented actor, and he was a great guy off screen. And the things that he did for a lot of cancer kids is honestly tremendous work. But you do put yourself in this difficult position now, Kevin. You put yourself in this. I get it. I guess Ryan came to you and probably really got to your heart. Maybe you just fell for it. Maybe you thought this is a good story. And I'm fine with this story, but that's eventually when you finish T'Challa's story. T'Challa's story was just getting started. And again, you put yourself in this difficult situation. Because now what's the future? Look, regardless of what we want to say, future actors are going to pass away. So what do you do now? Are you just going to recast? Are you just going to finish your story and continue? Well, as it seems, now you're being inconsistent. And again, I know the big difference is T'Challa is much more popular than General Ross. But again, it's the same situation. Two actors pass away because easily you could just replace General Ross. You could just not have him in the movies, but you are bringing him back in. So that's the thing that really concerns me. And I guess Kevin didn't want to interfere with his plans. But however, it is a little sus that you are not interrupting Black Panther's plans. And again, Kevin dug his own grave right here. Kevin put himself in this difficult position. And that's what I said from the beginning. Other actors are going to pass away, unfortunately. That's part of life. But part of life is picking us who are still alive, is picking up ourselves and continuing that legacy. When I've had people pass away in my life, I don't just stop and just think about that person forever. I'll honor them. I'll still love them. But I'm going to keep going forward. I'm not just going to let my entire life be based around that one person who passed away. Unfortunately. Because it's a part of life. And it's inevitable. Every one of us is going to go through this process. And that's the dangerous thing Kevin just put out for him, for other producers. What do you do when an actor passes away? It's going to happen. What if Ryan Coogler passed away? If Ryan Coogler passed away, would you still continue the movie? No. I mean, yeah. You still are. You still got to make these movies. And that's the difficult thing. What was that one movie with Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee passed away on set. They still released a movie. They had to. They just had to. I still believe that you would honor T'Challa's legacy far more if you had recast it. Because that would have felt like, don't you worry, T'Challa, or not T'Challa, Chadwick. Don't you worry, Chadwick. We got it from here. You can rest now. We got it from here. And I feel like Chadwick, as passionate as he was for the character, would have wanted his story to continue. His story wasn't over. It was far from over, if anything. And that's why I feel a little icky on this. But I actually want to read some of the tweets. This isn't about protecting Hurt's legacy. This is about the legacy of T'Challa. Is it real bad luck to lose that character? Yet they can't lose General Ross. Ross's son or brother can be Red Hulk. Yeah, I mean, they could have still done the same thing. In fact, I think there would have been less backlash if they had done that. But again, Kevin, you set yourself up for this dangerous situation. I don't even know what's going on. But anyways, actually, let me read RJ's comment. This is in no way meant to be disrespectful to William Hurt, but there's a huge difference between a supporting character and a leading man. No, they both passed away. There's no difference. Yes, T'Challa is more of an icon. But regardless, you could still recast T'Challa. Is there any rule saying that T'Challa shouldn't be recasted? No. There is no rule. There is no rule. There's multiple recastings. There's multiple recastings for any other character. You gotta do what you gotta do. Wait, what the heck? Be as disrespectful as you want. He was a rapist. Wait, what? Who's he talking about? I don't know, but Kevin put himself in this difficult position. RJ, understand your position on this, but regardless, they both passed away. Are you now saying that Chadwick's life meant more than Williams? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I feel icky. This feels icky. One actor gets replaced, the other doesn't. It's a little silly. Regardless, either way, I don't care that much. I'm fine with them recasting General Ross, and I'm fine with them not recasting T'Challa. I just think that Kevin dug his own grave on this situation. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. You guys let us know in the comment sections down below what do you think about this. By the way, shout out to all the members who are supporting us financially. And also, y'all make sure to subscribe because only 80% of the people, or dang it, I'm messing up. Only 20% of the people watching these videos are subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Smash the like button. Do whatever it is you got to do. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.